Hello, welcome to Tea with Tea. I'm your host, Tracy Hojaili. In this podcast, we will be discussing music, film, art, and everything related to entertainment, including interviews with Lebanese and international creators. As you may have noticed, we haven't posted in a while because we had finals and all that university pressure, and I'm sure you're familiar with that. And since it's the end of the month, that means we're going to list and review new music releases with my dear friend Julio. Hi, Julio.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm fine. Thanks for having me again.
Thanks for joining me again.
So, how have you been in this lockdown?
I've been doing okay. We had finals and projects,
That's great.
and now it's my week off before starting the next semester. So, yeah, but stuck at home,
Great. Wish you
as
all
all
the
of us
best.
are. Thank you. How have you been?
I've been doing great, just living one day at a time, and just came back from my walk. It's a sunny day outside, and spring is coming.
Can't wait. It's my favorite season, by the way.
Same, same, even though I'm allergic to dust and pollen, so
Oh,
but I still love it. Since I
yeah.
love photography, it's my favorite season.
Yeah, it's like the world suddenly has all those bright colors, and
Yes,
yeah,
exactly.
just gives us hope.
We have few releases. First, I would like to talk about Dua Lipa's new deluxe version for Future Nostalgia.
Mm,
Future Nostalgia, the Moonlight Edition. After it's been a hit last year, she was the first artist to release something during the pandemic, the first
yeah.
artist to release an album. Some artists, postponed their releases, but she decided to keep the main release date. And honestly, I didn't know that I needed this album because we
Yeah,
were
me
living
too.
in hard times and it gave me bright moments and it was full of energy and positivity. So we needed that album. So she came back with another one with some additional songs, and I
Yeah.
would like to talk about it.
But I remember that Future Nostalgia got leaked before its actual release date. Do you remember that?
Yes,
And she went on a live
leakers.
Instagram. Yeah. And she
Yes.
started
She
crying.
went live. Yeah, she started crying.
Yeah.
Poor her. But it was a hit anyways. It got like
Yeah.
4 or 5 billion streams on Spotify, which is a lot, which is great. And she won a lot of awards, and she also got around 6 Grammy nominations.
Yeah, she got
So
something new to the table. Like she did 2020 pop music with the style of the 80s. So that was a
yes,
great combination.
we've seen this style with a lot of artists like The Weeknd, Dua, Lady
Yeah.
Gaga with her first lead single for Chromatica. She released an 80s vibes song with Stupid Love.
Yeah.
Miley Cyrus at the end of the year, she released Plastic Hearts with 80s rock, 80s pop.
Right. Yeah.
So yeah, it was a trend. Dua Lipa إذا بدك كسرت هالترند ال 80s vibes بالديلوكس version. بعرف I don't know if you heard the We're Good tropical vibes, where you can hear it at the beach in the sunlight.
Right.
So, and the music video is funny. It shows the love story between two lobsters. And
Yeah.
at the end, it was really interesting for me, the Titanic reference.
Yeah.
So, it was a cool music video and a cool song that you can vibe to it.
You know what? First, when I first heard the song, when you sent it to me, I didn't like it at the first listen.
Same.
But then, yeah, I thought, Dua Lipa, what the hell are you doing? But after listening to it like two or three times, the first sentence stuck in my head. I was like, I'm on an island,
Yeah,
dun, dun, and then we're stuck.
exactly.
We have no way out.
Exactly. Exactly. It's a grower.
Yes,
Some
exactly.
songs are like love from first sight, and some songs you need more time to it.
Exactly.
So another song I really love on this new edition, if it
Yeah,
ain't me, if it ain't me,
it's my favorite too. From the
I really love it.
seven extra songs. Yeah.
Yeah, if you heard the first version featuring Normani,
No. Is it in the album?
Yes. No,
Oh
it's
no,
not. She
no.
decided to release a solo version.
Mm.
The version with Normani was leaked.
She has a
Yeah,
problem. Someone's after
poor
her.
her. I heard it on YouTube. It's on YouTube if you wanna check it out. It
Yeah.
doesn't make any change. I prefer the solo version. Next, we have Selena Gomez, another Spanish song, Baila
Mm.
Conmigo, upcoming Spanish EP that will be
Ooh.
released, I guess, March 12th. So it's a cool song. I love it better than the first one.
Same. I just wanted to say that. It's way better than the first one.
I wish that she released this one before the first one.
Yeah.
يعني كان أحلى كليد سينجل إنه تنزل هيدا قبل هيديك.
And it's more fun.
It's more fun, yeah.
Yeah.
And she also has a new song with DJ Snake. Next, we have Nick Jonas with his new song, Spaceman. And he also announced his new album on Instagram. I loved the style and the theme.
Yeah, I heard the song today. It's basically Nick Jonas's style.
Yes.
Yeah, it's
Yes.
typical Nick Jonas.
I loved the theme more than the song.
Oh,
I expected more, to be honest. I expected more.
really?
Yes.
Did they break up? Did the Jonas Brothers break up?
No, they still do songs together, but at the same time, they do solo as well.
Oh, that's nice.
Yes.
Because we can't handle another breakup. I'm sorry. I was, I guess, 11 when they broke up. I grew up listening to the Jonas Brothers from Disney. I grew up
Same.
listening to
And
Burning Up,
watching their
show.
shows.
Exactly. Yeah.
Their shows were really good. Even their series on Disney Channel.
Right. And Joe Jonas was my first ever crush.
Joe Jonas.
He was my first ever
Really?
crush.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
My first ever crush was Hannah Montana.
We're in the same Disney place for our first crushes.
Yes.
Okay, that's
Yes,
good.
exactly.
And I want to tell you something
وحدة
funny.
بوحدة.
وحدة بوحدة, exactly. I put on my bucket list that I wanted to see the Jonas Brothers before they had beards. How stupid was that? I even wrote it, I swear, and I told my mom, I'm like, I'm going to watch a concert or meet one of the Jonas Brothers before they get a beard, because like I was in love with little Joe Jonas and I was so young. And now that I look at it, I think to myself, well, he's hotter with a beard. What are you going to do about it?
What about his hair?
Yeah.
كان يضل يعمل لك.
Exactly. He'd flip it. He was like the first Justin Bieber.
Yay.
So yeah. Okay, so what do we have next?
Next, we have Taylor Swift Love Story. We all know this song, but
Yeah.
she is re-releasing all of her discography. Can you imagine? She's re-recording every song she has before Reputation.
Top, can I ask you something?
Yes.
I'm sure you heard the new version of Love Story.
Yes.
There wasn't
I have.
a big difference in the production or anything.
There was a difference only with the instrumentals, that's all.
I didn't feel that, because I thought she was going to do like a new version of Love Story.
That's what
like,
I thought.
To add something.
Yes,
but
that's
it's actually
exactly
the same.
That's what I thought. She doesn't have the copyrights for her songs anymore because of
Why?
Scooter Braun. Because of her feud with Scooter Braun. She's been fighting with him for years.
But as I've been saying, that Scooter Braun is actually a good manager. He manages like Justin Bieber, Tori Kelly, Ariana Grande even.
Yes, exactly. They're close. They're really close. Demi
Yeah.
Lovato.
Yes, as well.
So I don't know what happened. I forgot. I read it's a whole mess, but all I know that she's re-recording all her albums and her discography to have rights. يكون عندها الcopyrights
That's why. That's why it's the
Yes.
same. Now it makes sense as well.
I guess she's not getting any benefits from them, even though she's the songwriter. I think, in my opinion, that she's one of the best songwriters in our generation.
Yes, she's a great songwriter.
I love her songwriting. I used to hate her before Red album. I couldn't يعني ما كنت أتحمل اسمع.
I actually disliked her
كيف
after Reputation.
really
Yeah.
totally the opposite for me.
I was so excited for Reputation, and then when I first heard Look What You Made Me Do, I was like, what? Is that
Yes.
Taylor Swift? And
I
then I
loved her
did not
more
listen.
because of Look What You Made Me Do.
So opposite.
Yes, totally the opposite. I loved
Yeah.
her dark side, but the production on Reputation was we needed this switch from the country girl, guitar all the time. So it's enough. We
But then
needed
she came,
this fierce.
yeah, she came back to country in her new album,
You mean Lover
Folklore.
or Folklore is more alternative. It's more indie.
It's
It's not.
Evermore coming. She released 2 albums.
Yes, she released 2
Yeah,
albums, and there's a rumor, I don't know if it's true, that she's going to release the third one
yeah,
because the songwriting on these 2 albums, Folklore and Evermore, are mind-blowing. The
yeah.
lyrical content is mind-blowing on
The
these 2 albums.
storytelling. I don't know if you've heard.
Storytelling, yes. I needed to hear these 2 albums from her because she proved that she can do anything.
Yeah. So I want to talk about a song that wasn't released this month, but it was released around 4 or 5 months ago. But it's actually getting all the attention now, and it's called The Business.
I love Chester.
Okay, you have to
Let
give
me.
it a listen. It is beautiful.
Do you like EDM?
Not so much.
Okay, because EDM is when I want to escape.
That's nice.
So what would you like to say about it? Do you like
Well,
it?
I love it. I actually love it.
Really?
Yeah. So the first
Interesting.
time I heard it, it was a cover by one of my favorite artists. His name is Fady. I don't know if you've heard of him. He's like Lebanese and Australian. So I heard his cover and his version of it. He added his voice on the actual track. It was beautiful. And then I heard the original track and then I became obsessed. So that's all I have to say about it. I haven't heard the song by Tiesto in a very
Interesting.
long time, and this was surprising.
Do you remember when he came to a distance?
No, I don't.
وما نيمنا كل الليل لستة الصبح. Tracy كأنه معنا بالبيت.
Last but not least, I want to talk about a new song by Adham Nabulsi. It's called خايف.
خايف بكرة يكون من دونك وخايف أصحى في يوم ما ألاقي عيونك.
I love him.
I love him too. He never fails us. He doesn't release
Yes.
a lot of songs per year, like 3 maximum. But every time he releases a song, it's a hit. Every single time.
Yes.
And خايف is
So
beautiful.
let me ask you something.
Yeah.
Everybody asks me this same question. I don't know why. Are you team Adham or team Nasif Zaitoun?
Okay, that's a very hard question to answer because I love Nasif Zaitoun. I've watched 5 of his concerts.
I remember fangirling over Nasif Zaitoun on your Instagram stories.
Yeah, I literally snuck backstage and I took a picture with him and it was beautiful. If you see the picture, you would actually laugh at me because my eyeballs were out of my face. And my smile was literally stuck to my face. I was like, something like that. Like, I'm super excited, super happy. وطلع لي شلش محل هون براسي أو شي بالصورة. It was super, super funny. So I love Nasif Zaitoun. But at the same time, I love Adham Nabulsi because his style now is way better than Nasif Zaitoun's style now. So I can't because like I'm an original Nasif Zaytoun fan, and at the same time, I cannot leave Adham Nabulsi, so I have no answer.
Do you compare Adham Nabulsi to Wael Kfouri?
At the beginning of the X Factor, when he actually auditioned on the show, I did compare him to Wael Kfouri because he has like his voice, but after he started releasing his own music, you can't actually compare him to Wael
Yes.
Kfouri because
I don't see any comparison,
no,
to
no,
be honest.
they both have different styles and
Yes.
both have beautiful styles, but you cannot compare them.
As you said, when I first saw him on the X Factor,
Yeah.
so when I first saw him on that show, I was like, wow, is he Wael's son or something? Lost son? Even Elisa looked at Wael like, who is this? Are you singing behind, the microphone? But later on, his vocal abilities changed somehow.
Yeah,
So
but I think we heard his voice as Wael Kfouri's voice because of the song choices. He used to choose songs by Wael Kfouri and sing on the show. Because if he chose Wael Kfouri's songs and he has like a slight similarity to Wael Kfouri, he's going to sound exactly like him. Because he's like inspired or he wants to imitate that song, so it's going to work.
yeah,
But if Wael Kfouri sings a song by Adham Nabulsi now, it's not going to work. They're not going to sound the same at all.
yeah, yeah.
So
He
yeah,
grew up.
yeah, he found his style.
So that was the list for today. And I know there are few, but we have a lot coming next month. So I'm looking forward to discuss music with you next month. We have Lana Del
too.
Rey's new album. You know,
Yeah,
you like her.
yeah, I do.
Bring your box of tissues and we'll cry together.
Okay.
We have Selena Gomez with her Spanish EP.
Yeah.
We also have Nick Jonas with his new album, Spaceman. I'm looking forward to hear it.
We have a lot to talk about.
Yes, we have a lot to talk about next month. So I hope we can catch up at the end of March.
Yes, of
to
course.
discuss all of these releases.
Thank you, Julio, for joining me.
Thank you for having me, Tracy. It was great. It was nice talking to you.
Yeah, it was
It's
so
always
much fun.
good to discuss music and new releases with someone who sings.
Thank you.
You sing. Everyone, she sings. Go to her Instagram profile and watch her singing.
And as always, go follow Julio at music.chitchat for all of the new releases and reviews. And please comment your opinion on any song because I want to see you and Julio fighting.
I want fights over music, please.
And don't forget to tag me so I can watch.
Yes. Okay. Deal.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you for listening. This podcast is produced by 78 Productions. Make sure to follow our page on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok at 78prod. And if you like my earrings in this episode, make sure to follow at mer.lings. They make handmade accessories, and you can even customize your own. Talk to you later. Cheers.